Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
His first carry up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down now, it's Hines, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Vikings first down.
Play action. Haskins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
First down, Vikings.
Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Touchdown! touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown on in a first-quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Hendricks in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Brissett. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
1st down, Brissett. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Play leads to 2nd and goal at the Vikings 7-yard line.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Again, it'll be Taylor. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Vikings 7, Colts 0.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. They lost a big chunk. 6 yards down.
For the Colts field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
They go play action now. Haskins. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Forced out to his left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Haskins back to the air. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Bailey's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the first round, but when he heard his name called in the 2nd round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the back.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Taylor. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Haskins. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
10 yards.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
At the 41-yard line.
The throw right sideline here is complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's got the 1st down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
3rd down.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Haskins will throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he won't have have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch the good.
Makes the score Vikings 17, Colts 3.
So 6 seconds, all that remains in this first half as the kick is away. Rodgers on the return. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And all the way down to the 37.
Haskins pass.
It's a big one there for the Vikings. 47 yards.
47 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, Vikings. B.C. Johnson, his first. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone. Down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
38-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch the safety crease.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. From the gun, Rivers. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines there to make the grab. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And he shows some mobility there, getting outside the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
He had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? He said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
They go play action with Haskins. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
By the Vikings.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
From the gun, Haskins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Vikings 31.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rivers now. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rivers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Ben Gideon leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back now in Indianapolis.
31.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
3rd and long for Rivers. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st down, Hines. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Hines. Oh, the spin. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now, as you noted.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They start the drive with Cook. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Cook following the penalty. He'll be dropped at the 30. With a shifty move, got him a couple extra on the play.
The ball carrier.
A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down at the 30-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down.
And now look at him go. 20, 10,
you know 5, they pay me extra for
touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Cook, the Vikings.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They run it again with Cook. Room here to run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 34 yards. yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Vikings. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Vikings 45. Colts.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From just shy of midfield, Rivers. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook.
Dalvin.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Like 54. Pretty quiet.
And they take a knee.
Haskins on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down. Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for